Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We're doing a sewer scope today here in Salt Lake. We're at 2800 South, 2300 East. Today is January 16th, 2025. And we have the camera pushed out just shy of 60 feet. The camera is underwater. We are hitting a blockage. I'm going to let it try to drain, try to mellow out a little bit so that you can hopefully see a little bit of what's going on. Looks like maybe some toilet paper stuck in the line. Before my camera went underwater, I was pushing through dry, and there was a lot of debris caught on the bottom of the pipe. It looked like cast iron, which appeared to be pretty rough and rusty, which is never ideal. Eventually cast iron will need to be replaced as it thins out and gets real rough. But the other thing that I saw is that you had a pretty big root in the line, and so first thing I would recommend is having this line cleaned. They can clean this out, that way you can get further down, see the rest of the line, and then once you don't have standing water and it's been cleaned, you can evaluate it a lot better. Right now we're seeing all this debris, and we know that it needs to at least be cleaned, but I can't push my camera through it. I'm not sure if I'm getting caught on a root or if there's just so much debris that I can't get my camera through it, but I can't get any further. Sometimes running water helps pop over that. But I mean, this is holding a fair amount of water for quite a distance. Here you can see the cast iron a little better. But certainly here, I'd recommend having the line cleaned, and then you also want to have insurance on the line. Even if you're able to get it cleaned to where it's functional, which I would not consider this line to be functional at this point. Once you start putting debris, that's going to cause an even bigger blockage where it backs up into the house. But even if you were to get it functional, I would definitely recommend getting the insurance on this line. That way, when it's time to make a bigger repair or a complete replacement, it can at least help offset that cost. And that's if you don't find out that it looks even worse further down to where it needs to be replaced today. That's also a possibility. I think this section is transite from what I can tell. This is how you want the line to look. Clean. There's something else I want to point out. So we're 10 feet out. Okay, at 10 feet out, this is probably a secondary line from inside the house. So maybe a kitchen line. Further out, I would be concerned if that was a shared line from a neighbor. It's still a possibility. I did run water through the kitchen sink, and I felt like I waited for at least a good couple minutes, which is generally enough for it to hit this part of the line, and I never saw the water coming through. And so, could still be a shared line. It'd be worth, when you have the line cleaned, to maybe pose that question when you can access the entire line and know exactly where you're at in the line. That would help determine that. They can also locate it and tell you exactly where that is. But to recap, you do have a blockage causing it to back up towards the house. I'd recommend having the line cleaned now and then evaluated further, because we were only able to see, part of the line. And then once all that's done, if it looks good enough to continue using without digging it up now, I would recommend getting the insurance on the line. I'm going to end this recording now.